hope to be able to have many more questions, but we're running a little bit over, so I'm going to challenge my panel because I'm going to ask a question and ask you to give one-sentence answers. Very hard, very, very hard. So I'm going to ask one, and maybe two of you could answer it, and then another one, and then the other two could do it. So there are a lot of similarities between political campaigns and issue campaigns, but there's also some big differences. So for folks that got involved in politics in President Obama's campaign but are new to issue campaigns, what should they expect will be different in terms of size, public interest, timetable? That's a one sentence. You're on.
You have to have much more patience.
Yes, yes. Anyone else?
You need to figure out who the key messenger is, who's delivering the message, because there's no candidate there to deliver that message.
Great, great. Anyone else?
Yeah. I think media popularizing, touching, and feeling an issue is closer to home for people.
Anyone else?
I guess I'll just say, don't focus solely on your base with an issue campaign.
And I'm going to add one, which is, it's harder. Okay, the next one. Grassroots lobbying was key to winning each of these policy victories. What are some tips you give your members to prepare them to lobby the legislature?
One of the tips we give our members when we go to lobby the legislature is that you are the expert, but you don't need to know all the answers to every question. Tell your personal story and explain why you're there. You're an expert just by doing that.
Great. Anyone else?
On something at the legislative level, work staff. Staff are extremely talented people. They do a lot of work. They often collect all the information before going to their boss. So really make an effort to get to know the staff, to brief them as much as possible, because that will be the best way to influence state senator or state representative.
All right.
I would agree with both of those, particularly the part about telling your personal story. I think we've had many situations where we've had constituents who've met with legislators who aren't necessarily our strongest allies, but when they hear how a particular issue directly has impacted one of their constituents, it has an impact that I, as a generic government relations lobbyist person, can't equal.
Use the media. So politicians love media. They love good media and bad media, but locally, I know for us, a lot of times politicians love a good local story from a good local paper.
All righty. Well, I want to thank the panel. It's great to hear your stories and be inspired by them, and great to be able to be here, and look forward to us all working together.
Hello? Oh, this is a loud one.